Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royal tea. Is Meghan Markle demanding $90 million, a $90 million payout to not publish a tell-all book? Remember, this would explain everything. Do you remember William? He was training with MI6. Kate fired her top assistant. She went on her honeymoon and she came back and she was fired. And I did a reading on that. Turns out that Meghan was paying her for secrets. Meghan's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. She's like a professional victim. Has the palace gone to war with Meghan? Is the palace behind the trademark dispute? Meghan and Harry are trademarking Sussex Royal. They've filed a global trademark for Sussex Royal, and it's been out for 7 months. Nobody said anything. And now suddenly some Aussie doctor disputes it. Okay, and so now it's being delayed a month so that this dispute, if he wants to file a formal dispute, it gets more serious. This Aussie doctor is claiming that he didn't file this dispute, that it's some imposter using his name. Harry and Meghan's wedding souvenirs have been removed from the royal website. They did get married. What's going on? Is the public enraged? Do they feel ripped off? Or is the palace, going, full on ham against Meghan and Harry? Moving vans are spotted at Frogmore. So all the staff has been removed from Frogmore. Okay, so you need sort of a skeleton staff there because otherwise people can break in, they can compromise the facility. There needs to be some people there all the time, or Meghan and Harry can't just show up and feel safe because you don't know what's been happening in the interim when you're not there, unless you have security, etc. Okay, so now moving vans have been spotted at Frogmore, so all the furniture's been pulled out. So there's no furniture, there's no staff, and yet this is officially the residence of Meghan and Harry for when they're going to be in England. They can't stay there. They can't stay there. They need dogs and agents to go through the house and check everything, and then there's no furniture there's no bed to sleep in, there's no furniture to lay on. Everything has been taken out. What's going on? This looks like it's gotten real serious, and we got to take a look at this. So is Meghan demanding a $90 million payout to not publish the tell-all book? Because they're kicked out of the royals. They wanted to be half in, half out, and now they're out. Okay, that would explain it. Meghan was... I did readings previously that Meghan was recording, taking notes. She apparently did bring up the idea of writing a book, and the Queen's like, no way, Jose. So this would explain everything. Very disturbing. So let's look at this. Is Meghan demanding a $90 million... This is blackmail. Is Meghan demanding blackmail, $90 million, to not publish a tell-all book? Ooh, earthquake. Oh my goodness. Well, we have tens right off the bat. Tens are completion, meaning it's already done. Player. Oh boy. Oh boy. Those are some dire cards. And even more compelling, basically you write a book and then you go on the talk show circuit and you hype your book. Okay, Bruce Jenner, who became Caitlyn Jenner, she did this. So you write the book and then you go on all the talk show circuits and it sells the book and it increases your fame. That's typically how it's done. And Meghan would love that because Meghan loves to be in front of the camera. Okay, so did she do this? Well, we have some disturbing cards here. We have Player, which is a deception card. We have Devil. We have Scapegoat. We have Fox. Deception, deception, deception and lying, and kicked out. And we have 10 spades, the worst possible result, right in the center. So is she blackmailing the Queen? Well, the worst, whatever is the worst possible thing that she can be doing, that's what she's doing. So I'm going to say yes, she is blackmailing the Queen. She thinks she's being very clever. She's making a play. Okay, an emotional play. Meghan, yeah, so the worst, so she really hit the Queen really, really hard. So blackmail. She's doing the worst thing she can think of. She's hitting the Queen as hard as she can, and she's talking about her emotions. And what we're hearing is bigotry and sexism. Kate was treating her very badly. It became a matter of life and death for her to leave the royals. It was toxic and soul crushing for her. She didn't want Archie growing up in this toxic environment of the royal family. Look at Kate's children. They actually look very happy and well adjusted. They're very, very beautiful children. And what makes them so beautiful is that they're being raised well and they look healthy and well balanced. And they get along well. The body language between all of the children, George and Charlotte is very good. Charlotte wants to be next to George. George likes interacting with Charlotte. They all interact well with each other. So that toxic and soul-crushing environment is what she doesn't want to be in. So she's doing the worst possible thing. Meghan is doing the worst possible thing she can do. And she thinks she's being very clever. She's making a play. She's making a move. Player wants something very specific. Give me $90 million and I'll keep my mouth shut. Now, in blackmail, they never keep their mouth shut. They've got these secrets. And first, you give her $90 million and then 2 years later, she wants more. Okay? She still has the same secrets. She still can do this to you. It never ends. Okay? It never ends. So you kick them out of the palace. Well, you're not royals anymore. We're not going to give you access. Okay, and remember how Meghan was prohibited. First, she was prohibited from wearing Diana's crown jewels. And then she was prohibited from being on palace grounds without a minder. Okay, so she's gathering secrets. She couldn't live, she wasn't allowed to live at Kensington. They threw them out and put them at Frogmore, and now they're out of the royal family. So, yes, she's doing this. She keeps talking about her feelings. It's all about Meghan's feelings. Meghan is feeling oppressed. Meghan feels like she wasn't welcomed and invited. Charles walked her down the aisle, man. Okay, and another tuber is saying that was all a ploy. Okay, because Meghan, you can look at the old pictures of Meghan with her two families. Thomas Markle's side family and Doria's side. She was very well loved, and she basically gave the thing that you're the family I never had. This is the family I never had. Well, she had abundant family, and her father was very kind and generous and loving to her. Doria's a bit sketchy, frankly, but she honors Doria and she abuses the crap out of Thomas. So 9 diamonds, communication, electronic communication, writing, public speaking, going on Ellen DeGeneres. The next thing we hear is she's going on Ellen DeGeneres. So I do conclude that yes, she is blackmailing the Queen. Wants something very specific. Family, roses, devil. She'll do anything. And scapegoat is blaming and bad reputation. Okay, so the devil is going to make all kinds of charges about the crown and the royal family. They're doing all these terrible things, and she'll say anything. She'll say and do anything. But it's all about, it's all about Meghan being a victim. It's all about Meghan feeling like she wasn't loved and accepted and treated the way she needed to be treated, and that's how she's going to do it. She's the victim. She's the victim who's, blackmailing for $90 million. Okay, and no victim ever blackmailed anyone for $90 million or stole everything. Okay, that's not a victim. That's a predator. Okay, and that's the weird society we live in. We see this every day, all the time. People blackmailing and pretending to be victims, but they're really predators. Most of these false victims, and we have this great false victim narrative going on, you know, they're actually just predators. They're not victims, they're predators. Okay, so let's look at Meghan and the Queen. Meghan is here, the Queen is here. Is there bad blood between the Queen? Is this full-out war now? Because Meghan and Harry have been completely thrown out of the palace, and I'm shocked that Harry would go along with this. Okay, this should be the wake-up call, Harry. Unless she's got you chained, you know, in the Vancouver place, and she's got guys watching you with guns, and your balls are in her purse, and she's skipping around singing tra-la-la every day. You know, get on a plane and get out of there. Okay, so let's look at Meghan and the Queen. Is this full-out war? I mean, is there really bad blood between them? Meghan, she's the angel. Queen. Is there bad blood between Meghan and the Queen? Full stop. All right. Is this war between the Queen and Meghan a big change in the close relationship? A big change in the close relationship. Okay, that's what's underlying. With the Queen, we have full stop, man. So this is probably Harry, and four-leaf clover, which is proactive action. 13 and 9, 22, 26, finger of God. Reaches down and changes things. She changed things and put a full stop to all this activity. So the man can also be just direct action. She took direct action to put a full stop. She ordered it, 7 diamonds, and she put all of this, made a full stop to handle all of this stuff. She just reached down and made a decree, and she kicked him out of the royal family, basically. And March 21st, it's over. They're not royals anymore, March 21st. Although they still have the HRH, and they can come back and become working royals. What's going on with Meghan? These are, look at all hearts. The center of this is hearts. It's all hearts. 12 and 11, 23, 29, 8 hearts. Transformation. The relationship in the middle, the woman and the child. Meghan is a mommy, and she's watching out for Archie. And she's just taking care of herself and Archie. That's how she's painting this. From beginning to end, Meghan is going to be a victim. She's feeling emotional. She's the mother of Archie. Yeah. So Meghan is playing the wounded chicken. But she's acting very, very aggressively. Okay. Acting very aggressively. Extorting someone for $90 million. That's pretty aggressive. Okay, so is the palace behind this trademark dispute of Sussex Royal? Because the guy whose name is on it, this Aussie doctor who allegedly filed this trademark dispute, after 7 months of nobody saying anything, he's denying it. He's saying, I didn't do that. He's saying that's an imposter. I didn't do that. Okay, so is the palace behind this? Is the palace behind this trademark dispute? All right, so we have 4 spades, secrets locked in the box, water into wine, transforming these secrets and very publicly. Reaching down and changing things with the finger of God. Okay, so they secretly change things and transform the situation. Okay, because without the Sussex brand, without the Sussex Royal brand, that's going to create really big problems for Meghan and Harry. Really, really big problems. They're really not able to launch themselves and become financially independent and, become viable without some kind of brand. And that's the brand that they've been developing. It's just going to cause them a lot of trouble, cost them a lot of money. So, and this is 12, 3 spades, conflict. This conflict, yeah, I think the palace is behind this. Okay, there's no male or female cards. It's just another thing that they're doing. We only have room for one more. Okay, so moving vans were spotted emptying Frogmore. Did the palace order the emptying of Frogmore? Because now they really can't come back. Okay, it's really, all those ties with England are cut. They're not going to be able to stay there. They're going to have to stay in like a hotel or something. They don't seem to be welcome on any palace grounds. They're not going to host them at any of the palaces, which are very secure. They're just going to have to stay at a hotel, which is uncomfortable, okay? And you're not going to have all the stuff that you need. There's all kinds of stuff. You can leave whatever you need at Frogmore. It's a home. So, did the palace order the repossession of all the furniture at Frogmore? All right. So did the palace order the repossession? Magi manifests. Ace of clubs. Mustard seed can be a decree of everything. 9 and 13, 22. 6 diamonds. Hand in hand. Manifesting everything by decree. Manifesting everything by decree. They sent out the letter. They sent out the order. So yeah, they sent out the order about all of this to go get everything. Hamster wheel, long distance. This can be a journey over water or a long distance. Sun, everything is revealed. So over time, they do things step by step. So over time, they feel that Meghan and Harry are revealing themselves over time. So yeah, they did order the repossession of the furniture at Frogmore to move it all out, and they really can't come back. Even with not having the servants there, they can still come back, but it's just really not secure. The location is not secure. There could be bugs there. There could be listening devices, video. There could be all kinds of things. People can come in when they're not there and plant things, and it's not secure without people living there. Okay. All right, so let's review. What do we have here? Because these are very significant events. I mean, blackmailing for $90 million, and it never ends. Okay, the blackmailers never stop blackmailing you. Okay, the $90 million is not enough. They're going to get more, and that's a lot of money. I don't have $90 million. Okay, so is Meghan blackmailing the Queen and the Crown for $90 million? She's doing the worst possible thing. So, yes. And it's all about her emotions. And she's going right after it. She's just like, give me $90 million bucks. The player just goes right after it. And the devil and the scapegoat, it's all about giving the royals a bad reputation. Accusing them of this and accusing them of that. And Kate was really mean to her. And it's a toxic environment. And it's soul crushing. That's what that all is. I don't think this narrative is going to stop because Meghan is a professional victim, okay? And she's always playing the victim card, okay? And she just set up a paparazzi shot to shoot Archie and she paid for this, and yet then she turns around and claims to be a victim. She's a professional victim. This is not going to stop. No amount of money is going to stop Meghan from pretending to be a victim all the time. Okay, are the Queen and Meghan has the Queen gone to war with Meghan because of this? She has put a stop by direct action. She is amazingly unemotional. She just keeps putting a stop to this. Meghan does this, she puts a stop to it. She's filming, recording in the palace, taking notes in Kensington, thrown out of Kensington. Okay, so she takes direct action. Meghan is all emotions, all gooey emotions. So on the surface, she's all gooey emotions. I'm a mother. I'm helpless. Love me. It's all about family. I'm so emotional. But underneath, she's a devil who's going to do anything to get what she wants, and she'll do just absolutely the craziest, most unspeakable things to get what she wants, when what she wants is $90 million. So, yeah, Meghan is just playing, oh, I love you, everything's fine. But the relationship has really shifted. So the Queen is not at war with Meghan, but she's really playing chess. She's dealing with each new problem via direct action like a monarch. Okay, but she's not like all emotionally upset. And that's good, because your enemy often wants to make you upset so that they can lure you into a trap. And that's not happening with the Queen. The Queen is just dealing with it step by step. Okay, so the trademark dispute, is the palace behind it, reaching down and transforming something. So I conclude that the palace is behind the trademark dispute, and the doctor disputes that it's even him. He didn't do it. So unless they're just causing them trouble on every front. The Frogmore repossession, did she order it? Manifesting it, sending the order to do all of these things. So yeah, the palace manifested this, and being revealed over the long term. So as the Queen, every time Meghan makes a new move, the Queen is ready and she responds to it. Her intentions are being revealed over the long term. And that's what I see the Queen doing very consistently, is it's not all or nothing. Nothing is yes or no, black or white with the Queen. It's always another step and another step and another step, and she's always keeping cards back. Okay, they didn't take away the HRH. They can take away the HRH later. They didn't take away the Sussex titles. She can take away the Sussex titles. Okay, she's always got cards to play. She's got another card and another card and another card, and she's always got another card to play. And that's what she's doing. She's not, there's no, leveling the building strategy here. She's not turning everything into a parking lot and dropping bombs. She plays one step at a time. So I do see Meghan demanding whatever she's doing, it's the worst possible thing she could be doing. So whatever the nastiest possible thing Meghan can think of doing, that's what she's doing. So the question is she demanding $90 million not to tattle, not to make ridiculous allegations against the royal family? Yes, that and more. And it's not going to end here. It's never going to end here. It's never going to end, because Meghan is a professional victim. And she's going to keep playing those victim cards. So that's how I see it. That's your royalty today. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.